What is up, guys? It is Paul from Dun and Paul, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man Integrated Suit by Hot Toys. So, let's get into this beast of a figure, piece of trash, and let's show you why you should never buy this garbage. So both of these boxes just slip up. Oh, shoot. The sleeves, they just come out. In here, you'd have the figure and then the circle base. Oh my goodness. And then that sleeve slips up, and then you have the figure, all the different accessories, and then as you can see, there's like poles and whatnot, and that's what holds the base. And that's what makes the box so wide. I did not show you guys this, but here is the boxes side by side. Obviously, this one has nothing to hold, and then that one has like the big base and everything. So, all right. So here is Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland. Here's the figure, guys. So you might be wondering, what? Why is there an extra piece lying there? Well, this right here is for grabbing the figure, right? It's really neat that they include this for the extra price of probably like $30 that they charge you for it. But it digs right into the figure. So I'll show you in a second. As you can see when I shake this around, he is held in there pretty good, but it's not tight on him. So look at this. See how he just kind of falls off? And why it's not tight is so it doesn't squeeze the suit. So let me lay this guy down real quick. Basically, he's just resting on this tentacle. And it's really neat. I figured out, like, shoot, this works, you know. This actually works pretty well, man. I'd recommend it if you have the figure. But anyways, I put this guy with that today. That thing. And it really chewed him up real good. So it actually did it with the last one that I owned of these. I don't know how to show you. Oh, there we go. Yeah. See right there on the side how it just ate it up. Yep. And that was just from one pose. And then, yeah, it ate up here right there too. So, yeah. Pretty sweet. I mean, really ridiculous that they include something that's going to break your $400 figure. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, this base, we're gonna get into the base, but yeah, that's just the general figure. Let's move on to the figure and the accessories all together. So a little delicacy test, is that a word? Is I just took this guy out of that pose that I had it in earlier, and as you can see, all of this bunching and stuff, that's all fine unless I give an update later. That's all fine. That all goes back to normal because it's just moving around the fabric. It is not like these permanent freaking dings in the suit. A really sensitive part is actually the arms where that bunches up. On my last figure, that got kind of destroyed a little bit. And as you can see, hold on. Whenever I take the hand off and stretch the sleeve all the way, you can see that it does mark up pretty easily. But right there at the bend, dude, I couldn't tell you why, but I don't care if it marks up there. I just don't, because his arms, to tweak poses, you always have to bend the arms. There's just no way around it. So they're basically always going to be like that. Always. So it really does not bother me that much. And again, I had that bunched up pretty suicidal, and it only got to there. So that's just something to note. Again, I expect there to be creasing and play wear when you play with an action figure or a toy. So, you know, it's not like a total loss. But real quick, just from that pose, I think I did damage it there. I don't think that mark is coming out. Yeah, so as you can see, like the knees, see how the fabric isn't damaged? It just is bunching up because it doesn't know like where to go. That is expectable, but the fact that I put it in a fairly simple pose for like a day, and if it does that, I actually kind of mimicked the pose of the Hot Toys display at some sort of Toy Con. So I don't know why. I don't know why my freaking money is breaking. Okay? I don't know why. This piece of junk. Alright, because I'm not really going to talk about them that much, let's give a quick overview of the accessories. You get an assortment of hands, right? You get the thwippers, and I'll have you note that you can, pop that bottom piece out and have the different options of no web there, like as if the web's about to come out or the web is coming out. So that's cool. I like that feature. That is a very not a very costly feature. They can add it. Oh, they can add it in there without the price going up. So that's cool. I like that. The different lenses, they're great. I think they all work in their own unique ways. They're all very useful. I'm swapping them out all the time because as much as I like those, the big wide ones are my favorite. I mean, I'll show you right now. So here is the standard one. It makes him look like kinda, bootleg. And then here's the wider one. See, that makes him look way more like Spidey to me, The big lenses are my favorite, and they're the only ones that I usually have on there. Anyways, you get the unmasked mask right here. It fits on the unmasked head, just not as you might want it to. But if you're going to have an unmasked head, I think that's a very important accessory. So again, I'm fully for all of this so far, except, well, here's a phone. That's cool, Peter Parker and his phone. We get it. Except for the pointing fingers. I think this is stupid. This is just a laugh. They're pointing at you. They're laughing at you because you won't buy Andrew and Tobey Maguire. They want you to spend, like $2 more grand on these guys because, Anyways, you have the webs. All of these, again, they have their own places, have their own times. These are all amazing. Very important. I think this figure needs these 1000%. And then we get into the heads. This is the deluxe head. And then this is the one that comes with both versions, the regular and the deluxe. This is the Tom Holland head. I think it's very good, but it is, it's the Far From Home Tom. This ain't no Way Home Tom. But, it's fine. It works for me. It is a nitpick, but for me personally, I don't really care. But that's okay if you got the deluxe, because now you do have a Tom Holland No Way Home head. It is the half mask version. I can tell you right now, this head, it makes him look goofy. I mean, he looks like, I don't know, he just looks like he has a buzz cut or something. So then you take the base and that head, and that is where half the money's going to? Out of all the rest, that's where happened, bro. Half and half. Okay? Half and half. That's just not lining up. It's not. This isn't lining up, dude. But yeah, I mean, this guy's a big hunk of turd, man. Like, the camera doesn't focus on this very well. It just doesn't focus on my figure. It focuses on the Batman one super well. Anyways, guys. There's no way home. There's no way coming back after Hot Toys made this one, because look at this. In the advertisement that I'll put up right now, they have this big claw resting in that spot. And you know, after the advertisement photo, I went, shoot, that looks good. I'm putting that in that spot. And little did I know, yeah, it broke a piece right away. So it immediately, after like a day of owning this, I killed half the value of my figure, man. I ruined the entire deluxe part. Ruined. But it's not ruined, right? It's not ruined because you still got the goofy bald head sculpt. You still got the buzz cut. Well, guys, check this out. As you can see on the two head sculpts, the like little side grippers, they go super far in on the regular Peter head. But this one, they pop out. It's like the thing that holds the ball joint is really pushed up into the head. Like it's reaching for the brain or something, dude. And look at what happened here. So look at this, guys. It's on there, and look at how easily this thing pops off. I don't care if it's not focused. Did you see that? Look at that. Look, it's fine. Look, there ain't no camera effects. It's on there all the way. It's on there, and it's just gonna pop right off. We're gonna take the Peter head and look at this guy go. Oh, he's snug on there. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, bro. So the two deluxe pieces, super deluxe, because they've already broken on me this piece of junk. So obviously here is the big catch with the deluxe version, the base. You have like some text down there. Shoot, you got some text down there. Here's a 360 of it. I think the sand, if you don't know about the Sandman base, the sand, it's got like real sand on there, so it looks real great. This is fake sand, and because of that, it looks like garbage. This, I know this is supposed to be a hodgepodge, but that's just what it is. It's just not worth 200, dude. It's just not. I think these look kind of goofy. The claws are okay, but they have nowhere to go. Clearly, they have nowhere to go. And that's kind of it. I mean, without this clip, it really limits you on what you can even do with this base. Like, it really does. Because you could put him fighting the Doc Ock tentacles, but that makes no sense because Doc Ock is on his team. Another thing to point out is Doc Ock gives him this gold on his suit when Doc Ock becomes good. So there is no, oh, he's fighting, the claw is grabbing him. That's inaccurate. I shouldn't have it like that because that's not even accurate. So now, removing as many flaws as we could to the base, this is what we have. Like that, bro. That's barely better than the standard base that they give you for basically a free price. It's basically free, and this one is double the price of the figure that has a better base than this. So guys, Hot Toys is trash. Don't be buying this garbage. You can make 1/6 scale figures custom for a quarter of the price, and they look way better, and they don't break on you. And if they do, it'll cost you like $3 because all the pieces are so cheap. So what really should have happened in the movie is when MJ was falling, right? She's falling. Well, Goblin actually swoops in with the glider, and instead of swooping up Spider-Man and MJ keeps falling, he actually swoops up MJ, and then you just have Spider-Man here, and then he just falls, and that's where he stays forever.